I need to put all the lives in like
one folder or one spot.
Yeah, like in like for. So what happens is when you hit live on my phone, it goes live, but it's not live on YouTube yet because I need to put down, you know, that it's not made for children. Behind the scenes of Shinova. Okay, let's see. And let me get. Put a shareable link. One moment. I'm sorry for any delays. Hold on. I think I have it. I think I got the link for everybody. All right, let's see. All right, I put my computer down so you see. Oops. Comments. Hello, everyone. Our so along, which is going to be consistent of pack 3 and pack 4. Do you need me to put my notifications on mute? Because I heard a bing, bing. There you go, sir. Okay,
Thank you, Miss Android lady.
Pack 3 and pack 4. Pack 3 is consistent of bottom exterior. Hi. Bottom exterior lining and exterior. I said exterior already. And we're going to be in purse feet. Pack 4 is zipper panel exteriors, zipper panel linings, zipper panel flap exterior, and zipper panel flap lining. Two 20-inch zippers that are size 5, size number 5, because you know 5 is the handbag size and 3 is more for all purpose, like even clothing and dressmaking. And 2 number 5 zipper holes. Hello, happy Sunday. I know it's been a minute, but I'm here. I'm doing some lives for this beautiful beast of a bag. So we're going to start with 3. Pack 3. We did like a lot of sewing. You're going to like this week because you're going to appreciate this week because this week pack 3 is relatively easy. We're installing purse feet and we're done. Pack 4, we're just doing the front zipper panel, and that a little bit of hand stitching or fire method that they showed me, I fell miserably. And when I say I practice like on those little leftover scraps from zippers, and it doesn't work for me. I think it's me. We're going to be doing like the shoe pocket, and when you do that, you're going to realize it's not as complicated as it first feels. It's actually quite genius how she comes up with this. Let's see.
Elle Lynch said that one day she'll be able to sew half as good as you.
You can sew just as good as me now. First, practice makes perfect. See how I messed up? I mess up all the time. Like, all the time. When I was showing you how to cut out the bag, I literally lost the turn lock. I lost the turn lock in the video too that I made. And it was on it. I messed up stitches, everything. It's just all part of the magic. So
the madness.
I see the other one. I have plastic envelopes, plastic zip bags. I got some really cute plastic bags for Project UFOs for Christmas. Annie Soft and Stable, she has a free project bag kit. It's like a free pattern and it's a project bag. Kendall, can you pass me the project for Alexis's bags, you just put this in. It's like a mesh pocket. You stick all the stuff in there and you hang it up somewhere and everything's together. So that's what I do for the beast. I make individual kits so I'm not overwhelmed, because I will get overwhelmed and miss everything. Even when I practice everything, I miss something. So
Before we get started, everybody, I want to make sure we're not, before we get started.
Yes, actually, Rhonda's really, her words are gospel.
Head on.
We are our worst own critics, and sometimes you see people's bags and you're like, they're a magician. I don't know how they do it. Like every time, I don't know. Whenever Alexis has a pattern, and if you haven't had a chance to get the mini Magda, it's a good cleansing palette before the beast. But it's a good gift. She made all these little mini magnets, and they look like little macaroons. I don't know how she does it. I literally don't know how she does it. She just whips them out like nobody's business. The new update, my phone hears my voice, it just starts talking. So if you hear that, that's Bixby. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So we're gonna start with pack 3, and pack 3 nice water. Stay hydrated. Let's see. So for prepping our bottom of the bag, we're gonna measure purse feet 2.5 inches from each edge. What I normally like to do is grab a little ruler. They have like really cool tools, and I broke mine this weekend. Not my finest moment. I said I was hitting something with a hammer, and the 2.5 inch one just popped off, and I was like, okay, that's awesome. Oh, see, I do have a marking one. You can use a regular ruler, do a 2.5 inch square. I'm using the Almighty ruler, and I'm going to mark off 2.5 inches. I'm going to use a Tandy pen. And the purse feet are optional. That did not go. That one's not 2.5. Do not judge me on that one. Ooh, that one. I'm just going to put an X over the ones that it is, and then I'll wipe off the other one. I used to try to eyeball these when I first was in bag making. Big mistake. Big mistake. All right, the purse feet are optional. Just gonna make sure everything lines up on this side. I don't know, my dots just look really off. No, they're not. Okay. And then I'm going to put 2 purse feet in the middle of the bag. The bag is like 17 inches, so you would just need to find 8.5 as your center. And I'm just double checking to make sure. And then I'm going to go 2.5 inches up. Not 3, Shnova.
Rhonda asked, where is the Almighty ruler from?
It is from the Almighty Rulers from Arc Expressions, and she has a Etsy base. She also creates spacers. Have you ever seen some pictures of mine, and I'll have like a spacer in between, and it says like Nova or no, That's So Nova or Nova's Knits, she creates those too, so that they come in different sizes, so that way you're not sticking a pin in between your bag and then blocking a view. It's just a clear view. I'll put Arc Expressions, I'll put information at the end of this video so you can see, but she's on Etsy and I believe she's on Facebook. She does really good work really fast. And it's just, the Almighty rule is cool because it has like a 12-inch ruler. It has a 3/8 of an inch pocket, a 1/2 inch zipper pocket, and rivet placement and purse feet. So, and I'm going to now like stick a hole in each one, or a slit in each whole little mark I drew. All right, I'm gonna pop my purse feet in. Hi, Kira. And then I'm going to have my tape out. If you're not a fan of putting tape over the prong feet, on this one I would highly suggest it, because the only thing that's going to be in between that is the waterproof canvas or cotton with like Sheet Flex 101. And because there's so many feet and there's friction, and this is a travel bag, so I'm pretty sure you're planning on using it for a gym or a weekend getaway or a baby bag, it's going to have a lot of friction. So yeah, feet, having that electrical tape or duct tape or whatever you have, or there's really cool foam that's out that's like a sticky foam. I got some from Michael's like a couple years ago, and I use that sometimes too, if I remember I have it. Operative word, if I remember. I have a bad thing, like if it's not in my actual cart that's right beside. All right. I got these purse feet from I want to say Emmeline bag. That's normally where I get my purse feet at. But I know there's some really, someone told me about these purse feet that they got from Amazon, and they were really cute. They were different shape. I like different, I don't know, I like different looks of it. Like I like the rounded ones like I normally get, but I love that little bell shaped one. It's super cute. And I know some customized, like custom bag designers, they have hardware, have like where you can get Wizardly Stitcherly had like some cat paws, and I was like, I seriously need these, and I don't even know what bag I'm going to put them on. Oh, I think I also seen on up your purse feet game and have like something really cute. Would be cute like if you had a Breakfast at Tiffany bag and it was like little crystals at the bottom as feet. That'd be super cute. If someone makes it, just say, oh, I heard it from Nova. And oh, thank you, Rhonda. And we are going to, I'm using some electrical tape that I purchased from Cereal Bag Maker, and I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't know, I never thought about this. This is the only tape that sticks. My duct tape.
That's some cute ones.
Ooh, I love he ships fast. He ships really, really fast. Like he has really nice rivets too. I also bought some etch paint from them, where I have this machine that I haven't used a whole lot, but when you're edge coating, you use this certain kind of paint, and you use this heat seal, and it instantly dries it. Oh my goodness, that was like mind blow. I didn't even know that existed. I was bored one day looking at his shop, and it said, like, it mentioned this edge paint, and then it got me down a rabbit hole for different tools for edge paint. And who else? Fabric, is it Leather Weavers has me always looking up different things too. They have really nice hardware too. But like 9 out of 10, okay, like 70% of my hardware is Emma. Then a good 20% is Serial Backmaker, because she has this like custom hardware makers that are in the bag industry, because they come up with really cute stuff that you're like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to get this from Amazon or whatever. So we have our purse feet on, and we're done with pack 3. Now we're gonna move on to pack number 4, and it's the zipper panel. See, this is like another one. This one I got off of Amazon, and I stick things. You could write in the little card, like, or post it, pack 3 or pack 4. Everything stays together. There's no frustration. Okay, so for pack 4, you need the main zipper pen. You need these zipper panels, pattern piece C. You need exterior and interior, 2 zipper pulls, and 2 20-inch zippers. All right, so I'm going to pull apart our zipper tape. I know it's hard. We're going to separate your 20-inch zipper tape, and we're going to lay the lining piece right sides up to the straight edge of one of raw edge for zipper. So on the straight edge, we're going to line up our zipper teeth, lining side up. You could pop a couple clips in it. If you don't need any clips, then you don't need it. It really just depends on you. And I'm at a 3.5 stitch length, and we're going to base stitch at like 1/8 of an inch. This is the where you see the that is the 3/8 inch of line mark. I'm going to just put this in the needle down, and then I'm going to grab the other one and lay raw edges together on the straight side. And I'm just chain stitching. I do this sometimes, like when I'm doing if I have like conventions or whatnot, and I'm making a lot of pouches, I just chain stitch certain things, especially if it's all the same, going to be the same color, full tails and all that fun stuff. I'm sometimes an interesting sewer, and I don't know. Well, that was moved because my bobbin is acting up right now. I need to get like Steve offers like these whiplash for this one, and sometimes with this particular one it needs it. If it's too full, it just acts up.
Yeah, where's Steve from?
Oh, Sewing Gold. I'm sorry. I speak of him as although everybody knows who he is. I call it Steve from Sewing Gold. I get most of my thread. If it's not from Waywack, it's usually from him, and I bought all my machines through him. He was the one that we were experimenting with this machine because The 5550 in is usually used in for garment sewing, like so garments like places that have factory workers use this sewing machine as machines in their factory. But I wanted to see if I was able to like sew some heavy duty purses. So we explored using heavy feed dogs on these, and it worked out. Like right now I have the heavy feed dogs on and not the lightweight ones like I do when I'm making a dress or something. This is like my #1 machine I use. It's all metal, the Bernina too. Not when my thread did not catch. I'm gonna snip a couple. There we go. I'm gonna go over this part real quick. Again, I'm just doing a basting stitch, so no one's gonna see the 1/8 of an inch mark. You'll be straight. Trimming threads, trimming threads. I don't. What would you classify this bag pattern for sewers? I don't think that there's levels. I know that sounds weird, but I don't. I think because some people, it's like cooking. Like, yeah, you work yourself up to the more advanced stuff, but Alexa's patterns, she gives really good directions. If you read all of her patterns through and through, I think you can do it. I think if you take it in steps, anyone can do it. I believe anyone can make this pattern. Especially when it comes down to binding. I know a lot of people dislike it. It kind of reminds me of right now, bias binding is like really big in bag making, just like when Swoon first started, drop-in linings were. And drop-in linings is not everyone's cup of tea, but if you take your time, you can do it. I like every kind of style actually. If I had to choose between like birthing, binding, or drop-in, it would literally be binding, drop-in, and then birthing. I think when you birth, it's just the bag squishes so much that there's a highly probable chance that you compromise the bag, as well as you might get slightly. I'm the odd duck. So we're going to now take our zipper panels wrong sides together.
Hello, Diana.
Wrong sides together, and we're going to stitch a 3/8 of an inch. And I'm at a 3.5 stitch length. I'm going to back stitch a few stitches. You definitely could clip if you want. If you do adjust with the needle down. It can prevent shifting. I'm just going to grab, I'm going to go right back. One. It doesn't say, I don't know, it doesn't say thread, it just, I don't like for me to put the needle down so that way it doesn't do it than it is to holding on to my threads. I know that's not the best practice. Constantly working on it. And then we're trimming threads. I have some excess overhang because I should have actually stabilized a little bit this fabric. This particular fabric has like a little bit of a stretch, and if I would have stabilized it with like some Sew Fuse or Shape Flex 101, it would have helped tremendously, but it's not too bad. It's like 1/4 of an inch overhang. And now we're gonna top stitch, and what I do with that is I like to bring the lining over. If you are working with cotton, you can hit it with an iron, but if you're not, then you're just gonna pull the pieces you know, nice and. I'm just gonna I'm popping clips as I'm pulling it away from the zipper. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side.
Rhonda asks, have you ever tried Casais thread?
Yes, I actually have seen. This is like the most prettiest color I've ever seen. It's like a rose gold. But I don't know. I use this in a lot of bags. I actually was contemplating on using this today, but I've been using brown, so I was like, let me just stick to the brown one. But I'm going to be making a bag with this thread tomorrow, and I pulled it out. I like her thread. Her thread's really nice. Really, really nice. I like it. I bought that, and then she had, I want to say, I think it was, I just used this one. That I believe this one's hers too. I buy like when she has like a lot of unique colors that actual sewing stores or people that sell industrial threads don't have, using others for that. She has a great thread though.
She said, is it the Tech 70?
Yes. I also bought thread from Wizardly Stitchery. I always buy a Tex 40. So if they have some of the most beautiful variant threads I've ever seen. So like one of my favorite colors is Fairy Floss. It's more of a muted, like a pastel rainbow variant, and everything that's new. To be honest, I probably buy thread twice a year from them, and I'll save up for them. Like they have a really cool Hocus Pocus one, like a candy cane variant where it's like red and white and gray variant. Favorite thread color. And they have like a purple and blue. I like unusual thread colors too. So we're doing we're top stitching at 1/8 of an inch. And 1/8 of an inch is in between the toe of my foot, so that's what I'm following. And as I'm sewing this, I'm making sure that my nails get abused because I use them as tools. My thumbnails, I'm like kind of like putting my thumb onto the zipper and making sure I'm pulling it zipper panel, and then it's kind of wavy. So what I've noticed is if I like, Lauren says Ouija hands, but if I have one Ouija hand, I don't know why. It just keeps things away from each other. But I also like to iron my it's just the weird trick of the trade when you're making dresses. Malvalita, when she would make her 40s and 50s little dresses and the circle skirts, she would put a she uses a size 3 zipper, and she would put like a flap over it. But before she put any zipper installations, she would iron them and then starch them and iron them again. The zipper doesn't move. It's like perfectly straight. Ask me like, why don't you have that zipper wave? Starch. Every time. Starch. So yeah. Whenever she made garments, she would always have a left zipper. She did not like invisible zippers at all. Could be for numerous things. I never had a chance to ask her. I mean, on our size 5 zipper tape, and then I'm going to take these clips off because this particular fabric likes to keep the clip indentation too long. I have like a pen mark there. alcohol wipes I have in my station too. For the needle, and in case I put a pin mark, it's out.
And band-aids.
I have to have band-aids. I injure myself way too much in sewing. And then sewing, and I'm cutting something, and I cut right into my finger, and I'm like, hey, Kendall, can you come down here and help me out?
Yeah.
I just, this, you're not alone. I can't either. So on page 34, like, Alexis has this really cool thing where she takes her zipper and she puts it at a 90-degree angle. And then if you see in her diagram, and if she's watching, she needs to provide tips because
I haven't seen it yet.
okay, it's at a 90-degree angle, and then she uses this, she melts her thing, and it stays. I'm gonna do it again before I show you the method I do, because I just hand stitch it. Nothing fancy. I know you could take it to your biscuit eater.
Yeah, you didn't hold the heat on it long enough.
Okay, hold on. No, it's actually all right. So if you're like me, you need to let the fire stay on a little longer. And the pen helps to not burn any of your food. It works. Oh my god. Okay, so I was wrong, and maybe you guys are my good luck, because normally I've seen people using, like, I'm using my pen is the ones that you could sew over, and I will do it like that sometimes. But yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so it worked. Yay! No hand.
Hey, Veronica.
Oh no. Hello. All right, so this worked. All right. There's right sides up. And we're going to when it comes down to the flaps, I will clip on things. I won't eyeball things. Base these on. I'm going to stick one on the top of the zipper panel. We're doing raw side.
Veronica just asked, what type of pens are those?
The pens, if you go right where that bag is beside you, the pen case should be right behind it. You see there's a bag that says no kids go hungry?
Yes.
You should see the case. It's like they're like, I think they're called magic pens. Yes. They come in different sizes too. They have yellow ones for quilting, blue ones, which you can use all cotton. Do not do this with that's not cotton. You can stick all cotton on something and you can sew over them. And at first I was really reluctant because, designed to be sewn over. Just kind of like there's like a Wonder Clip that you could sew over too. And I totally freak out because they have 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and 3/8 of an inch and a half an inch on them. And you just clip them to where that line is, and you can sew right over them. I still don't use them all the time. So we're gonna sew we're going to base this at 1/8 of an inch. My basting stitch is the same as my regular stitch. I just do a back stitch over that area that we made at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to stick a clip between the separated zipper on one, and then you do another one when you take them apart. So then ask me how you know scenario. When I made my first one, I pulled one, for some reason, I don't know what happened. I pulled all 5/8 of an inch in the other. So I had to take the zipper panel apart, and it was a whole ordeal. It didn't look. Raw edge is the raw edge. What are you giggling at? It is like weird magic, and I think they're like seriously people don't know that they're around. Like it, like for they're like a weird secret, because like I told somebody else and so they were like, there's no clips like that. I'm like, threw me off. So we're gonna take our zipper flap lining piece, and we are going to lay it a straight line 3/4 of an inch, like on figure 104. I'm just going to move this over here. I swear I have a pen. I know I have a pen. Yay, a pen that works. Okay. I mean, just using my Westcott ruler. All right, and then draw a line that's straight 3/4 of an inch and run a line of DST. I'm trying to see if I can find my cool little tool that I'm going to show you. I knew there was something I wanted. I think it's over here. It's worth the wait if I could find it. Let's see. That's when you use them every time. I never could find them. Only, oh, they're right here. I found them. I knew I did. Okay, so there's these really cool discs. I got them on Etsy. They have like 5/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, 1/2 of an inch, what have you. So, our seam allowance, and this is a rounded edge. So let me show you what. I'm just gonna draw 3/8 of. So I would go 3/8 of an inch here, 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 and just connect the lines until it's curved. But instead, I could take this 3/8 of an inch button and use my pen that wants to work right now. Yeah, work pen. And I'm just matching up the raw edges with the button. My pen does not want to work. You bad pen, you. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me grab this one. And yeah, there we go. And you just match the edge of the button to the edge of the fabric. Ta-da! And little things like this makes me happy. I mean, I could follow the edge of my foot too. That's not a problem, but I don't know. I like making lines. So we're going to take, not dropping stuff on my computer, we're going to take.
Leah asks, she will be using a WPC for her binding. What width and length should she cut?
Okay, with waterproof canvas, I was talking to someone else in the group the other day. I have not mastered the waterproof canvas binding. Monica has. Now, I'm going to tag her in this video so she can answer your question. When I use waterproof canvas, I literally use it like you would getting bias binding. I usually make it 2 1/4 of an inch, and I would do it exactly like how I do bias binding. Don't ask why I do it. I just like the look. I don't know. Everyone's like waterproof canvas doesn't fray, but I always have like weird hairs and stuff that I have to burn. So I'm like, I get weird frizzies. Like there's a frizz right here. Like, and I cut on it. I feel like it doesn't fray as much, and you can burn it, but it still frays. So if you want to do it where it's just covering one, no, it's 3/8 of an inch. So hold on, I would do 2, 3. Is it more binding? Hold on, give me a second, because I want to say 1/4 of an inch.
6/8 and 1/4.
No, I'm making 3/8.
3/8 plus 3/8. That's 6/8.
I would make it 1.5. I would make it either 1 or 1/4 of an inch. You're making me confused, Kendall. Stop staring at me. Let's see. For me. So that way you have enough to go around, or 1.5 inches or 3/8 of an inch.
And Rhonda asked what place on Etsy did you get those buttons?
I don't have my phone on me right now because it's recording this, but at the end of this, I'll throw a link in there. So that way you can find that arc. I'll throw a link for arc expressions and these buttons. I actually want to get a is blue. I should have got like yellow or something. So we're going to do some cool sewing. We're clipping. We're going to go around the curve, and we're going to go all the way until the line that we stopped. Mine's is about 1 3/8 of a way. I just wanted to make sure I got caught in that angle clip, and then we're going to do some cutting, and we're going to make this work. So 3/8 of an inch is our seam allowance back stitch at the beginning of end of each. And we're going to start making this half moon circle. Take your time. Kind of treat it like dough or pizza, or if you make pasta from scratch, just slowly rotate it.
Yes, Novin makes some pretty awesome pasta from scratch.
I like pasta. All right, so we're going to, or like my cinnamon buns. And I say they're amazing because I know they're amazing. All right, so
Castine said, I cut my waterproof canvas at
that's Monica.
A width. Oh, hey Monica, at a width of 1 inch. And so she's actually answering the question.
See, I didn't even have to tag her. She
My
magically bestie telepath and heard me say, I don't do waterproof canvas as best as Monica. That's right, Monica?
My bad. Hey, Monica.
It was just bestie telepathing each other. She's really good at that. I think she did a live on her Facebook channel where she did the Erica Bowler bag, and she did it there too. So we're pinking around this area so it could be nice and smooth and round. And you're leaving roughly like 1/8 of an inch. Do not pink into your seam allowance. Now, if you do not freak out. What you need to do is backstitch 1/8 of an inch away from where the zipper is, and just do another row of stitching, and you'll be fine. Nobody will tell. It'll just be there for you to know, and you'll be like, yeah, I made that look awesome. So we're now going to pull this around, and I'm going to grab a chopstick that won't fall onto the camera floor, or a boning tool. You could use the back of a pen, just something that doesn't have like a piercing edge that's going to poke a hole through the flap that you just worked so hard. All right. Going across. So we're doing that. I don't know if it has a funny thing, it'll be fine. I spent a weird amount of time just creasing out the edges.
Edges have to be perfect.
know, it just looks really weird to me. It just could be me. Hold on. Yeah, it's me. All right, I got that part that we had in here, and we are going to we're going to fold this little flap onto the line that we just drew. I'm not sniffing the tape this week, guys. Okay. It was better than Hope. Hope did not let it. She was on me for like 3 days about it. She was like, so you tell us not to smell glue, but Hope is definitely our little baby angel. That sarcasm lives on her soul. So we're going to fold this over on itself. Now there's a couple things you can do. You can grab what I did last time, because I had put a line of double-sided tape, and again, if your machine gums up, you can get like Dritz wash away. There's a lot of wash away tapes out there. Even Waywack has a less sticky one, so it doesn't gum up your needles. Or you can have some, and I put double-sided tape on it so that way that the zipper laid flat when I'm doing this part. And you could put another roll of double-sided tape like where the stitch where you're going to top stitch, but it'll help keep everything from not shifting. I use Dritz wash away also. I have it right beside me because sometimes this machine does not like double-sided tape. Then you even get needles that are like that could be.
What's wrong? I want them to see your face.
See, Lynch, you said that. I have my zippers. The right side is this cheetah print now, and the wrong side is this. Yep. One mistake and everything's gone. But I'm a master at removing stitches. And yep, that happened.
Did you base it, or did you actually have a...
I basted one side on, the other one
you went for it.
It has the basting stitch and that, but it's okay. Yep. I mean, okay, there's a couple things. I could remove all the stitches and just do it again. Or I can remove the stitches where the zipper is and then just double-sided tape and flip it. Because I already, pinked it and everything. I mean, I can still sew it at 1/8 of an inch, but I'll show you what I mean. I'm taking off the stitches out of the one that's open first. At least I caught it before, and I like
tried to install it in the back.
Yeah, and then I would have been like, son of a biscuit eater, and it wouldn't have been awesome. And I'm just using some really sharp embroidery scissors. Embroidery scissors are like wicked sharp. Oh, I would need to take off the other side first too, because they both are folded at a 90-degree angle, so they're each other's opposites. I will show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this zipper off. I see this really cool shaving theme for right now. Okay, so waterproof canvas is super forgiving. Vinyl's not, but I'm going to stitch over the holes that I've just made, and that since there's no top stitching, it should all work out fine. But yeah, this is what you're going to do in case you do what I did, and the zipper tape is not the orientation that it's supposed to be. So I can link as well so that you can see where when I didn't mess up, but now you're going to see how you would correct a mistake. So if I wasn't on camera, I'd probably be crying and cussing at this thing like no one's business. And then I would just work it out.
Yes.
Sewing, you're going to make mistakes. I would be crying too. It would be like an ugly cry like Kim Kardashian. You'd be like, why is snot running down? Oh God. Yeah, it would be an ugly cry. I'm not a cute crier.
Nope.
What?
Yes, baby, you're the cutest crier. Life is beautiful all the time.
Monica, if you're still on here, you've seen me cry. I'm not an ugly crier, right, Monica? Monica, you better have my back. Okay? She already knows. We'll be cussing and be like, oh, why did you have to act like a donkey, Zipper? I know it's not the zipper's fault either, too. But I'm gonna blame it on the zipper. Yeah, it happens. We get excited and we're like, yes. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna correct this. So why
she said she's staying out of it.
You could have said I cried cute, Monica. Cried cute, and your eyes turn emerald green. It's amazing, Shnova. You're a sewing goddess. Nope, I get, yeah, you ugly cry. I would have been crying though. I'm not 100%. I am not playing with that. All right. So what I'm going to do is take. Where are my scissors? Washable wasabi tape thing. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, that's not the Dritz tape that I wanted to use. That's for garments. All right, so I'm going to run some double-sided tape down here. I should have a channel just for how to correct your mistakes. Because trust me, with all the mistakes I make, I'm going to fold this over where the it down. Fold this on itself and try to pull out the threads that are loose as much as you can. If you have one of those are amazing. I didn't know that little head on it was for that for like a year. I'm not going to even. There's no way to fake the funk on that. When I used it, I was like, what? This is magic. All right. So I'm going to take the zipper that should be on it. That way it can just stay in place. Start at the edge would help, so that way I make sure everything lines up right. Making sure everything's even on this side, but the zipper tape is not going to get stuck. And then I'm going to fold over more tape. You don't have to because it should stick with the little tape that you did overage, but have little threads everywhere.
You already know anytime she messes up, she automatically goes to you to help her fix it.
Aw. Because we could fix things. Everyone needs to just brainstorm together. We all got this.
You're the fixer.
All right, so I have that side, and I'm not going to top stitch this until I have the other because it's going to be a continuous stitch. And see how this side is already folded over because of the double-sided tape on it. So what I'm going to do, I can't find my seam ripper with the little rubber things. Those get lost so fast in my room. The only seam ripper I have still is I have this baby blue one that Monica gave me. It's a seam ripper and a stiletto on the side, and it's like, I think it was a Sleeping Beauty theme one. And maybe because it's blue, I keep it and I don't lose it. I don't know. I have to figure that out. All right, so we're gonna put some double-sided tape on this side of the zipper, and I'm going underneath where we're not gonna be top stitching. And then I'm going to run double-sided tape on this side. The top stitching will hold everything in place. And the loops look good, you'll be fine. And then I'm going to remove the double-sided tape bottom. I'm glad I didn't top stitch. Okay. No, I did it right. Don't doubt yourself, Shanova. Taking the double-sided tape, running it from the bottom first so that the tape can be even throughout both sides.
It's not decoration.
It's okay, it's a decoration, okay? It's a fancy, pretty decoration. I use a stiletto all the time though. For the a hair cutting tool, because it like shaves it. I've seen it in this Nancy's Notions, and it like earmarked for a tool I would like to play around with. Because me and the seam ripper are friends. All right, and I'm just fixing this and make sure, pressing everything down, checking to make sure there's enough room for the zipper. See, we fixed this, and now we're going to top stitch this. Getting these straight threads. All right, so as if though I didn't make this ginormous mistake, we're now going to top stitch this at 1/8 of an inch. You can increase your stitch length to a 3 or 4 or keep it at 3.5, whatever you like. Sometimes I like smaller stitch length. This is not a whole lot of bulk. So we're going to go 1/8 of an inch. Take your time, breathe. And if you stop, don't do what I just did and stop with the needle up, stop with the needle down. Just want to make sure everything's tucked in nice and secure. Okay. Okay. I'm just getting these little threads. All right. So, inch or another one, you can go 1/4 of an inch all the way around too, and it's cute. And if you made a mistake like me, it's probably best if you go do another round, which I'm probably going to, just to make sure that the zipper's in close, because the zipper tape is right here. And if you do 1/4 of an inch, it's another row of stitching that will just stay on. Okay. I should have tucked in that. So if you made a mistake like me, you can do that, and then you can just do a second row of stitching and you should be fine. All right, so we are going to now do the final step on this, and we're going to match up. And I'm using zippers that I got from, I love her zippers. One thing, okay, so I love her zippers and I love her zipper tape. But what I love the most about Zipper Valley is her receipts. Not only her digital receipts, but the receipts that come in. So like the digital receipt, they'll be like, thank you so much for your order. I'm going to get, who says stuff like that? That makes you just smile. And then she's like, thank you so much for, you know, when you get the box, it's wrapped beautifully. And then she's like, thank you so much for purchasing from Zipper Valley. She has like, she gives you little stickers, and it's like a handwritten note, and it just, I don't know, it makes you feel really nice. And she's super, makes someone's day. It just means a lot to me. So I'm putting on the zipper pull. There's one. And we're gonna grab this other one. And I also like the fact that on her zipper pulls, she has like plastic on like the end pieces, so that way the dangly parts don't get scratched, and little things like that, big difference. Now, do I struggle with getting the plastic wrap off? Every single time, like every time. Like give me a jar of pickles, I could pop that bad boy open for you, but give me plastic wrap and I'll struggle for you. So with attaching the zippers, you just want to make sure that both zipper teeth are at the same spot. And you want to, when you insert, I insert on one side and I make sure that they're level. It's important. You can use a zipper to put these in like without any issue. I kind of push down until I hear like a clicking sound, like the zipper tape is already ready to go. And we have, do not cut. I know you see these, don't cut these. These are going to be all encased. But yeah, that's all complete. Just the side, these are going to be encased, and you just want them to be at the same size. So, is there, oh, where did I get my zipper pulls? I got my zipper pulls from Zipper Valley. I believe they're in Canada. She also has these really cool things. Ingrid, she makes a lot of rosa bags, and she's part of the testing team, and her bags are phenomenal. She's the one that got me onto Zipper Valley. I had no clue who they were. She posted on her that she had that was like purple with white stripes and all these beautiful zippers. I'm like, oh my God, where'd you get it? She's like, oh, it's Zipper Valley. So, and their zipper pulls look different from everybody else's, and their zipper tape, I was telling my friend Catherine the other day that they're thick. They're the first zipper tape I've ever had. And that's not to knock anybody else's zipper tape. I buy zipper tape all over the place. But if I had endless funds, it would probably all come from Zipper Valley. I like her pulls too. She has like these really cute gnome pulls that I want to try. I don't have any fabric that goes with them, but I'm intrigued. And her zipper tape is really pretty. If you go onto their website, then you would see they're just amazing. And if you're in Canada, you're extra lucky because then, you know, you can get it, you know, Canada Post and within. But yeah, that's most of the place I get it. I get it from, most of my zipper tape comes from Zipper Valley. I get some from Emma Line Bags. I get some from everywhere. Like if anyone that usually has it and I buy it, then I'll buy some. I have a zipper tape addiction. It's real. It's a whole different hobby. So any questions on the zipper panel or installing purse feet? If there is, you can leave a comment and myself or someone else will be more than willing to answer the question. Next week, we're going to be doing pack number 5 and 6. And 5 is going to be the side panels. And I do notice in the chat there's some questions in reference to that. So we're going to be doing the side panels. And then we're going to be doing, that one's going to be, pack 6 is going to be a little bit more information because when I first did it, I was confused. And when I finally did it, it was like, oh, duh, Shinova moment. And so that will be next Sunday. The following Sunday, we're going to be putting together packs 7 and 8 and finishing up the bag. You do not want to know that answer. I can glance you over and you can see how I store fabric and you'll be like in awe. Like all of it's super organized and all of it's folded. I have my hardware even organized by drawers, but my zipper tape, well. I also seen my friend Anne from Serial Bag Maker. She has like a wall full of zipper tape and they're all organized by colors and everything. Me, not so much. It's bad. If I showed you my drawer, you'd be like, Shinova, no. It's kind of just like shoelaces in a drawer. It's bad. Because here's the thing, you would need to, for me, it would have to be organized by not teeth color, like the zipper teeth color, but it would also need to be like brown go with brown, red goes with red, and then it just would be, it's bad. One day I'm just going to fly Monica out here and she's just going to organize stuff for me. It's her thing and she's really good at it. Or I could let my little OCD Hopi down here and let her organize because she's freakishly good at that too.
Monica said she knows how you store.
I know. I didn't lie though. I didn't be like, yes, I fold them.
She has 2 huge drawers
full of just zippers.
And I'm telling you, she probably doesn't know everything that's in them because it's a collection of zippers she's got from over the years.
I literally buy black zipper tape all the time saying I don't have black zipper tape. And then I'll find like 8 of them, like 3-yard rolls. And I'm like, oh my God. It's bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to figure out a thing. I just barely figured out a rivet system. Because my rivet system before really sucked. I never knew if I had enough small rivets or medium, large, or whatever. So I figured something out with that, and I'm proud of that. I have a system for my fabric. I have a system for my rivets.
Until the rivets fell. Yeah,
until the rivets fell. Then, like, if you ever had rivets fall over for your floor, then you understand. Like, I just walked out. I was like, I'm gonna Hulk out if I don't get out of this room. But I do. My rivets are back into their thing.
Monica,
what you think?
Don't ask how she stores her rivets.
It's better now. It's way better. My rivet collection is like on point. Hardware is done really well. My zipper tape. Okay. Casey, I'll show you my rivets. And you'll see. My rivets are really so nice. I was bored and Michael's had a sale and I was like, this is how I'm going to store my rivets. Okay. So these are how I store my rivets. So I have like all gold, extra small, small, medium, and large. And I have in every color. Like I even have a matte black one, antique copper, antique rose, mattes, and everything. They're all organized. So now when I know I need rivets, I just pull out my little drawer and it's good to go. Now, I do have other kinds of rivets. Those Monica can attest to that are a hot mess.
Monica is just giving up everything on you right now. Thanks.
This is not a new system. I had this system since February. February. I admit, zippers are bad. I see other people store them. I just don't know how.
We've gone through many ideas of how to do it because I would help her build it, but nothing has actually stuck to the point where we can say, let's do this one.
You know what? I should ask Alexis. She's like Monica. She organizes everything. I should ask her because she like everything. All Alexis is. If you ever look at her bags, her zipper tape matches with everything. So she must have a boatload of zipper tape like me. I need to ask people. Yeah, that should be the question. Everyone, show how you do your zipper tape so I can copy it. I copied the fabric from Tula Pink. So I love Tula Pink's Tula Talks Tuesdays. And one day, like a year and a half ago, she showed how she stores her fabric on these boards. So I bought boards every time I made it sell, and
she still gets
I still buy boards.
She still buys boards.
I buy and then because I have like a little bit of rogue fabric, and that's how I keep fabric now. And it's so much easier because if you seen what I did before, you would be like, Shinova. Now I have even my vinyl. Kendall made it better. He made like it's like a corral thing, and all the rolls could fit in there, and I can just go through and pick things because they're all on rolls. And
you have a huge shelf for your leathers
and your
corks. Yeah.
So everything's organized except my alternate rivets and grommets and my zipper tape. Okay, yes, the other ones are mixed together. What am I supposed to do? I can't. I'm gonna get more of these and put the other rivets in it. Well, no, I do have a box, a box for alternative rivets. I'm just really bad at replacing the rivet dies back in there. I don't know. It's a process. Monica's room is super organized, and she needs to do another room tour. And now I'm curious because Alexis makes a boatload of bags. So I want to ask Alexis and Nancy, because Nancy makes a lot of bags too. How do they store their zipper tape? That needs to be asked. And they're watching, totally going to ask you. I want you to know ahead of time.
All right.
All right. So if you have any questions on the zipper panel or the bottom of the bag with the purse feet, then ask away. I will link in this live where you can get arc expression Almighty Ruler and where you get the little circle of things on Etsy, so that could be something. They're not expensive either. I think it's like $6.99 for a pack, and they go from like either 1/8 of an inch. I think it's 1/8 of an inch to 1 inch, and those are one of my favorite tools to use. And I really do use. I have it by my sewing machine. So any questions, leave them down below. And we will be back live on next Sunday at 7 to do pack 5 and 6. Until the next time I see you.